Hi, my name's Jess. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I'm currently doing my Masters in Social Work and I have a background in gender studies and in photography. I love to be out in nature and I love fat dogs with tiny legs. So I grew up with two really supportive parents, but despite this I spent my entire adolescence despising my body. I was very critical of it. I was always wanting to change it to meet this beauty ideal that I've been sold. And that story might sound really familiar to you, and that's because it's very, very common. It's so common that it's become normalized in our culture, and that's a real problem because we're not born this way. We're not born being critical of our bodies. It's something that we're taught, and we're taught it through popular media, through adult role models in our lives, through peers, through self-deprecating talk. All these subliminal messages are sent to us throughout our whole lives that we need to change our bodies in order to be worthy and to be happy. So exactly how big is this problem? Negative body image and negative body esteem have detrimental effects to the physical and mental health of young girls. It also holds them back from achieving their full potential. When girls are worried about how their bodies look, they perform worse in maths and comprehension. 8 out of 10 will opt out of important life events such as engaging with friends and loved ones. 7 out of 10 will stop themselves from eating. More than half of Australian primary school age students want to lose weight, and up to 80% of 10-year-old girls in the US have already been on a diet. And diets are the leading risk factor in the development of eating disorders. Children as young as 5 are developing eating disorders, and eating disorders in children under 12 are on the rise. When girls become women, these issues don't go away, they only become worse. 89% of Australian women are opting to cancel plans, job interviews, or other important engagements simply because of how they look. A survey in the US found that 97% of women have an I hate my body moment every single day. What is even more concerning is that we haven't even got data yet on exactly how social media is impacting young people in terms of body image and body esteem for the future, and I can only assume it's not going to be good. So I want to propose that we teach young people a different way of relating to their bodies, one based in gratitude and respect for the functions the body performs. The research has shown that this approach is successful in fostering positive body esteem in primary school age students. So I thought the most effective way to get these messages to as many young girls as possible and to teach them these lessons is through a children's book. And that's how I came to the idea for my book, Learning to Love Your Body, an empowering guide to support young girls in developing positive body esteem. So the aim of this book is 1, to not just show, but to celebrate diverse bodies. 2, to normalize the normal, such as the so-called imperfections, stretch marks, cellulite, acne. 3, to encourage young girls to view their bodies in terms of functionality as opposed to seeing their bodies as objects. 4, to introduce the language of self-love and self-care in order to arm young girls with the skills they will use throughout their whole lives. 5, to empower young girls to be their authentic selves through the inclusion of unique characters who celebrate their individuality and authenticity. When a young person loves and accepts their body, they'll stop holding others to the same unrealistic standards. This could reduce bullying and appearance-based discrimination in schools and then beyond into their adult years. If young people weren't wasting energy on monitoring and critiquing their appearance every hour of every day, then just imagine what they could do with that energy. So why do I need your help? I'm a uni student and so I can't financially back this project myself. So I've chosen crowdfunding as my way to raise the funds. I love the idea of crowdfunding because it utilizes the collective power of people to create projects that otherwise wouldn't and couldn't exist. Now, Kickstarter is all or nothing, so if I don't reach my financial goal, then this book doesn't get made and the money stays in your accounts. So what's in it for you? 1, if you pledge for one of our rewards, you'll get one of the first copies of Learning to Love Your Body. 2, if you don't need a book and you like to donate, you'll get the satisfaction of knowing that you have contributed to reshaping our culture of body shaming and help create a very important resource for young girls. 3, you will also automatically become a part of the Reshape community. 100% of the profits are going to go to Reshape. Reshape is a social enterprise that I've founded. Its primary goal is to reshape how we as a society perceive our bodies. So where are your funds going? So during the creation of this Kickstarter campaign, I've tried to be as thrifty as I possibly can. I wanted to ensure that your funds go directly into the things that make this book incredible, such as the amazing design by Steph Spartels and the powerful illustrations by Carol Rossetti. If you believe that this book is needed and that it deserves to exist, then please help me create it by pledging for a reward, donating, and sharing this all over your social media. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your support.